What's up, brand builders? Stephen Hurahan here at BrandMasterAcademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn what consumer behavior is and how to influence it, so you can understand the buying decision factors most important to your audience and appeal to them and stimulate them through your brand experience. Now, if you're new to the channel and you want to build brands that go beyond the visuals using strategy, psychology, and creative thinking, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you want to fast track your results, make sure you grab the Pro Brand Strategy Blueprint. It's a free download and the link is in the description. Now, when it comes to making buying decisions, it's logical to think that we all weigh up the pros and cons and come to a logical reason to buy. But it doesn't happen that way, which is why your brand of car is different to your friend's brand of car, and your TV is different to your neighbor's TV. Our primitive brains are constantly processing information at lightning speed, and each person processes that information differently. Most buying decisions are made in the subconscious mind, and there are 5 powerful factors influencing consumer behavior. So in this video, you'll learn what they are and how to use them to influence your audience and grow your sales. So what exactly is consumer behavior? Well, the science of consumer behavior is quite new, relatively speaking. It began back in the late 40s or early 50s as a subset of marketing, but it's now evolved into an independent field blending psychology, sociology, marketing, economics, and more. The study of consumer behavior in marketing determines how consumers make buying decisions to choose products, services, and brands. So as a brand leader or a marketing manager, it's never been more important to understand how and why consumers make their buying decisions. The more brand builders understand about the thought process, emotions, environmental, and motivational factors that influence buying decisions, the better positioned they are to influence those decisions. Ultimately, the more you know, the more you can influence, and the more you can grow. So why is consumer behavior so important? Well, studying and analyzing consumer behavior allows brand builders and marketers to understand what influences their target market to buy. Having a solution to a want or to a need quite simply isn't enough. More often than not, it's not the product or the service on offer that influences the decision to buy, but the right combination of buyers' psychological requirements that are actually met that will influence that decision. Brand leaders who study the behaviors of their customers can determine a few things from those studies. They can determine what their customers think or feel about market alternatives, so what they think or feel about those competitors, the products, the services, and the brands that are out there in the market. They can determine the most influential buying factors in their buying decision, the impact of consumers' environment on their purchase, and much more as well. The more brands understand about the pattern of behaviors of their target market, the more likely they are to influence those patterns. Now, every market is different, and to go one further, every market segment is different. While some of the most important buying decision factors for one market might include price and quality, for another market, they might be convenience and value. Many businesses and brands become fixated on being the best, though the best is subjective depending on which market you're playing in. So being the best on price and quality won't influence the buying decision as much in a market where the priority is convenience and value. So in other words, psychological buying factors influence decisions based on the importance to their target market. Now, when it comes to influencing consumer behavior, there are 5 major factors that you need to consider, which are psychological factors, social factors, cultural factors, economic factors, and personal factors. Now, in my next video, I'm going to dive a lot deeper into each of those so you can understand how to influence them. Now, although every individual is different and their buying decision factors are different, the more specific you become with your target market and market segments, the more likely they are to share important buying decision factors. So categorizing your market segments is simply the first step. Once you've determined who your audience is and the important buying decision factors that they share, you can then tailor your offering to appeal to those factors that matter most. But it doesn't stop there either. You can also create environments and situations that stimulate these factors, as you'll see with the IKEA example coming up. Now, when it comes to household furniture, there are plenty of market segments out there. Now, IKEA have become an iconic brand by appealing to two very specific buying decision factors in both price and convenience. Their budget prices and their convenient flat pack designs allow for low cost purchases that you can take home and build yourself on the same day. There's no overpriced pieces with long waiting periods and expensive delivery. But IKEA didn't just appeal to those important buying decision factors. They then stimulated them by creating the perfect buying environment. Every IKEA store requires you to walk through a journey of furnished rooms and sections with everything that you could need for a new household at a low cost and a convenient design. So chances are, if you're in the market for a new sofa, you just might be in the market for a new coffee table and a plant and some cushions to go with that sofa as well. This model just shows how influencing the customer behavior is not just about appealing to their existing buying decision considerations, it's also about designing an experience to stimulate their behavior. Now look, at the end of the day, building a brand is about understanding your customer. Where do they come from? What's their subculture? What's their economic situation? What's their social factors? What are their motivations in life? What are their motivations for the problem that they have right now, the challenges that they want to overcome, the goals that they want to achieve? Now, when you clarify the buying decision factors that are most important to them, then you want to do this. Number one, speak to those factors. Number two, create an environment to stimulate them. And that's pretty much it. Now, if you want to dive deeper into those factors that influence customer behavior, then my next video will help you out. Until next time, brand like a master, and I'll see you in the next video.